What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Subnautica. When we left off in the last episode, I think I'm having a little bit of a memory lapse, but I think we got the primary upgrade for the Sea View, which I think put us at, yeah, we did, because it put us at like 900 meter crush depth or something like that. So, I'm out scavenging for more titanium. We got a lot of titanium in order to make the necessary plasteel ingots to make the ultra upgrade thing. Ironically enough, I'm out looking for scrap metal and I keep finding quartz. I don't know why, but I have found tons of quartz in comparison to scrap metal. I'm really not sure what happened there. Let's grab these eggs while we're at it. Creature, sure. One interesting thing, though, I was planning on actually just kind of skipping most of this and cutting back to being at the base. One interesting thing that happened, though, while I was at the base, I couldn't control my cameras. I would click on the camera and nothing would happen. And I couldn't figure out why. It was like, you know, what's going on? Is this a bug? Is this a glitch? You know, what's happening? And ironically enough, I was like, I have been having some computer issues, to be honest. I've had random crashes and programs that say they don't run right anymore. Like, I've run into some weird bugs the past couple weeks on my own, just personal stuff with my computer. So it was like, well, maybe it's just my computer. Maybe just having a hard time running Subnautica or something. I don't know.
30 seconds.
And
remaining.
I accidentally ended up out here, which is where one of my cameras actually resides at the moment. And the interesting part was I was like, oh, that's cool, okay, I found the camera, so it is still here. It's not like some kind of Uber glitch or something where it got deleted. And I swam by it, and it says pick up drone. And I was like, what? Well, worst case scenario, I guess I can pick it up and take it back. And then I accidentally looked at it, because I was looking for something else, and I realized it says no battery. So apparently if you leave the cameras out here, they also drain battery just from floating there, and they die. Didn't know this. So that was kind of an interesting revelation to happen across. But yeah, so I'm still prioritizing the Sea View upgrade at the moment because for the most part, I mean, everything's kind of set up on the rest of them. Be gone. Be gone, little ankle biter. For the most part, I mean, there's not much else I can do with it. We've already got the one upgrade that's available to us for power efficiency, unless I wipe the save files like I talked about in the last episode. Oh, poo. My inventory's full. That's not gonna work. Alright. That's gotta go. Wow, it got dark all of a sudden. Darn. Oh, it's an eclipse. I was gonna say... I was like, it was just dark a second ago, guys. Come on now. Don't be like that. So anyways, yeah, so we already have the one power efficiency upgrade, and I'm figuring we'll have to reset the map if we want to keep this base and stuff, probably every time they do an update anyway. So it just seems like, why not just wait? I mean, I'm not having power issues or anything, especially with the power cell chargers now. You don't even need to like jerry-rig a bunch of solar panels on it or anything either. So it's kind of one of those like, what's the point of going through all the effort and stuff? Like, what else is there to upgrade the ship with other than the depth upgrade? So that's what I'm working on. I mean, grant you, we could use 100 titanium elsewhere on the ship. I do want to figure out what's going on with my cameras here, though. Inventory full. Now, the interesting part is that one wouldn't go anywhere. That was the one that I had. Okay, so I'm not understanding this at all. Oh, you can quick bind them. Oh. Oh, okay. Problem solved. Pick up camera drone. Can I do that on this one? Oh, I can. Do you have a battery too? Is that what your issue is? Because no battery. Huh. Why you have no battery? Okay. So I'm figuring stuff and things out. Okay, this changes my priority a little bit. I need some... Well, I need to unload what I have, but I need some mushrooms now. So here's my theory. I'll show you what happens when I come over here. So you got your map room, yay. When I click on this, nothing happens. So I was like, something's wrong, but apparently, this is my theory. I could be wrong, but this is my theory. Actually, because I've had crashes and things, I'm gonna pause it real quick and save it. Okay, so sorry about that. Like I said, you know, this whole having a couple crashes, I've never really had Subnautica crash or do too many weird things, so when it does weird things, it really catches my attention. That's actually a really big compliment to the devs. Because most of the time, early access games and stuff, they crash all the time or whatever. But I really haven't had that much of an issue with Subnautica. It does some wonky things every once in a while. You know what? I'm just gonna throw that in the aquarium. But yeah, I haven't had too many crashing issues or things like that with Subnautica. But like I said, I've had some weird stuff going on with my computer as it is. So I don't know how much of that is Subnautica or if it's just my computer being funky at the moment. I'm really concerned because I already had one hard drive crash. I mentioned that a few weeks ago, probably a few months ago now. Where there was like the one that was my biggest one that I had backups of things or used it to record footage or whatever, and so when that one crashed, it hurt. So I'm concerned that now, without that drive, some of my other components on my computer are also acting up, or I'm getting weird, you know, crash to desktop or blue screens or just weird stuff, and you're like, come on, don't break on me. Don't do it. Anyways, enough about that. So yeah, basically if I do frequent pausing to save or something, it's just my paranoia of crashes right at the moment. But anyways, let's throw this quartz in the quartz storage locker thing until we want to use it. Do I have? I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should give me 8, 9, 10. Yep. Okay. And then grab 2 lithium. We're closing in. We're chipping away at it. So we have, what, 4? I think. Okay. Nope, not the quartz. What am I doing? Yeah, so we have 4. There's 1 lithium in there. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And an aluminum oxide. I'm basically just throwing all this in one thing, because that's what we'll need. So we need 6 more. But what I'm thinking is I haven't used the map room cameras since the big update with the power cell chargers, right? So what I'm thinking is before they were just connected to the ship or the base, and they didn't actually need any kind of power source. Now, I'm theorizing, and I could be wrong, it's known to happen frequently, but I'm theorizing that because of that, now they need a battery, and that's why they're not doing anything. So, with that in mind, let's see. If I take these and then, whoop, what the, nope. Then what, you cut one? Yeah. That should give me 4, right? 4 seeds? Yeah. Oops. Wait a minute, where'd the creep vine go? Wasn't there one over there? Did I never put one over there? Weird. Oh, in there. Okay. I just like to replenish stuff when I can, but I'm not super worried about it overall. Okay, I definitely have enough copper, so we're just gonna make a couple batteries real quick. and see... Well, okay, I know this will fix the situation. What I don't know is why we're in the situation. I don't know if that was just an oversight by the devs. Did these start? Okay, they start with capacity. I don't know if that was just an oversight to where it was like, wasn't thinking that all of a sudden now we'll have to make batteries for existing cameras, or what. But here's the interesting thing. I'm hitting the R button, and it's not bringing up the battery. Huh. What happens? Can I, like... Oops. Nope, give me that. Can I not? Oh. Oh. Okay. A controllable camera. Yes, I know this. This is very odd. Because on the one hand... On the one hand, it's saying what's wrong, that we have no battery. But then it's not letting me put a battery in the thing either. So, yeah, I don't know if that's just me or not. That seems like it might be a glitch? Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever run into that before? Is that something that you've come across in the past? But it explains why I can't use the camera. Let's go ahead and scan for salvage. That explains why I can't use it. It's saying it doesn't have a battery. The weird part is it's not letting me use a battery. That's odd to me. Isn't it? Like, that's just kind of weird. So yeah, that's a interesting turn of events that I was not expecting. I'd also would really appreciate if the devs eventually will fix the whole let's recognize your base as metal salvage thing, like this, because that gets really old. Because you're like, oh wow, look at all the scrap. Oh wait, that's just my base that I totally don't want to tear down. So thanks for that. One other thing I want to bring up while I'm just kind of fiddle-farting around. Somebody in the comments had mentioned to build a second, what should we call it, Seamoth.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I had not thought of that. But basically it was like one for the sea view, and then one to keep at the base. And I was like, you know, to be honest, they always updated the game before I ever got that far, and it always managed to reset my stuff, and then I just went back to trying to find one Seamoth and one Cyclops. So that's not really something I've ever had to come across. Really. It's not something I've ever encountered, so I've never had to deal with that kind of situation where it was like, hey, we actually are in a position now where we're just gathering resources and stuff, and we could totally make multiple subs and, you know, that kind of thing. I've never really run into that before. Because technically speaking, there's nothing that's keeping you from making multiple Cyclops subs either. I mean, we could do that too. It's just more resources and all, but I don't really think there's much of a need. At least the Seamoth ships, you do kind of have a need for more than one if you're in a situation like we are, because you'll basically have a moon pool for a base that can hold one, and then you can have one in the bigger sub. So I think there's a bit more of a demand for having more than one with the little guys. But I mean, technically there's nothing to keep you from building multiple submarines either. So that's definitely something I'm planning on doing now that it's kind of one of the... I literally, when I read that comment, I literally just kind of leaned back in my chair and was like, huh, I never thought about that, because I always ended up getting my save reset before I ever got that far. And it's like, that's totally true, though. You could have more than one. It would solve everything. Yay. No more forgetting to bring your submersible with you. So yeah, that's definitely a grand idea. But I do have to figure out, again, what you need. And in case anyone was wondering, because I'm doing more scavenging and looting, I did switch over to my high-capacity tank. That's... Some of you may be wondering why I can go a little further than normal. Normally I'd be running back to my ship. Where is that blueprint anyway? I know you're in. There you are. So 10 titanium, basically. A power cell, 2 glass, and lubricant. So glass is easy. The lubricant we have the seeds for. Power cell is gonna be what? 2 batteries and rubber. 2 batteries and rubber. So that's more seeds, right? Where's the? They changed some of the blueprints or the thumbnails. Now I can't tell what they are. Okay, so that's more... So pretty much, we need titanium. We've got what we need for batteries. I got plenty of copper. Woo! Hey! My AI lady's slacking off. She's not telling me I'm out of air. Crazy lady. We might want to be careful in here, though, at night. These stalkers have gotten far more aggressive in recent patches. At least that's my interpretation of it. I don't actually know if that's fact or if that's just random occurrence, but for me, it seems like they heavily increased their aggressive tendencies. Can I carry more of these? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Okay, now we're done. Ooh, and a quartz. Thank you. Okay, so that's what? 1, 2, 3... That's 9. So 9 by 436, so that's 3 more and change. So we're getting close. We're getting pretty close. I may go ahead and pause it and finish up the rest of this, and then that way we'll have actually reached our goal this episode, because by the time I come back I should have all of my titanium that I need. Ouch. Totally didn't mean to do that. Alright, so I'm going to pause it, make up some more titanium ingots and whatnots, and I'll probably turn this scanner room off because it just isn't finding anything. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Well, that's annoying. So I went to retrieve some mushrooms from my planter here, and when I swiped the mushroom to get the seeds, all of my creepvine disappeared. Everything, like the whole planter just went whoop. So yeah, that's not cool. Not cool at all. I do think, thank you, I do think, let's see, where is the planters? They're under appliances. Are they indoor, exterior? I do think that I probably should have these separated now. We're far enough along in the game to do... This kind of hangs off a little bit, though. To do like a creepvine one and then do a mushroom one. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But as to where, not really sure. I guess I can't put it there. I could put it over here, which might work. Yeah, that looks better. We'll keep them separated a little bit. Actually, you know what? Can I put... Let's put the creepvine one here, because that way you can see it out the window, because they actually cast, like, light, which is pretty cool. And then we're just going to put that one there. And I'm going to, like, remove this altogether, I think. Oh. I gotta wait for them to grow, I guess. Okay, so we'll replace that at some point. But yeah, I totally just lost all of my creepvine things. That's not cool. Not cool at all. But, okay. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that up, in case anyone was wondering what was going on. That's what I'm dealing with. Okay, so I think we are pretty squared away and good to go. I managed to set up another farm area thing over here with creepvine. I got a couple extra ones, and then I got these. Okay, there's one. See? Like that! It ixes all of them. I don't understand that at all. I mean, how else are you ever gonna get past whatever? I don't know. I don't get it. Anyways, whatever. So, couple of things real quick. Let's go ahead. I'm basically gonna do this in a little bit of a different order so that we're kind of doing things efficiently. Which isn't really a big deal other than, like, I'm closing in on my time for the episode, so I'm trying to speed things up a little bit. So, first off, I have what I need to build another Seamoth. So we are going to build another Seamoth. I believe I'm going to title this one the Sea Peak. You got the Sea Glimpse and the Sea Peak. And the Sea Peak, we're going to leave here at the base. Whee! Alright. And I may leave this one stock colored so that I can tell them apart as to which one's, you know, got what upgrades on it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So, let's go ahead, park this guy right in here, in the moon pool. Whoop, okay. Fell out there. Yeah, I might leave that one stock. At least the colors. We'll upgrade it, but I mean, I might leave the colors the way that they are. Alright, so let's do this. Let's do the SKS Sea Peak. There we go. I am gonna change the stripe. Well, no, because that is stock. I was thinking the yellow didn't match anything, but yeah, that's all kind of the stock colors. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna take our Sea Glimpse. There it is. And park. Ow! What was that?
Systems online.
Do you have to park it a certain way now? That would be annoying. Can we go down through this way? I know I sealed these. Can I actually get to... No, I can't. Okay, so I don't know if I just got hurt, and if I did, that's the weirdest thing ever. Or if that was the ship of the Sea Glimpse. I don't know. I am going to take the upgrade while I'm here. Power efficiency, pressure compensator. There we go. And as you can see, if you're eagle-eyed, in the rest of my inventory, I do have what we need to upgrade it to the Ultra. So we're going to be sitting pretty. Oh, yes. Let me grab one of those. See? That's why I put it right there by the door. It's handy and it's dandy. Okay, Cyclops. Ultra Cyclops Reinforcement Module. So awesome, it doesn't even have a thumbnail yet. They can't even fit that much awesomeness into a thumbnail. I'm really curious to see what this does to the ship, though, because the first one gives you like a 900 crush depth. So I'm curious to see what happens with this one. It's gonna be a lot. 1,500 meters. Jiminy Cricket. So, again, I don't think you would need more than one of those, but you have 2 more slots that you could put. But I'm thinking of saving all 3 of those, both of those, for as their updates happen, and we decide we're resetting the map and we can go back to the Aurora and get another efficiency upgrade, because then our power efficiency would just be that much better, is what I'm kind of thinking. Speaking of thumbnails, I think I'm going to have a hard time with this one, just because I didn't really do a lot visibly this episode. It was all like upgrades and things. Oh, I can put the constructor thing back. So yeah, I guess the next step is going to be, as is always, the you know, the never-ending struggle to expand the base, but besides that, I think the next step will be to upgrade the Sea Peak, since now it has upgrades that we don't have anything. And this one will be different, because it doesn't need a bunch of depth upgrades, really, because it's going to be for around here, around the base. So that could change what we end up upgrading it with. We could do power efficiency, we could do a bunch of storage modules, as this will be kind of more for collecting. We could do sonar and torpedo. Like, I'm thinking, just because I've never done torpedoes, so it'd be nice to play around with them, I'm kind of thinking sonar, torpedo, and 2 storage bays on this one is what I'm thinking. Because power efficiency I'm not worried about. We're not going to stray too far from the base. Hull reinforcement, again, not really fighting anything crazy. Solar, not going to be far from the base. Crush depth, not going to be that deep. You know, so I'm really thinking it'll be like sonar for just scanning the area. Torpedoes because reasons. I just haven't used them, so it sounds interesting. And primarily the storage modules for storing things. Though we could just straight up go with like a complete four-pack storage module and be fine. And let me know what you guys think about that, because I really could go either way. If you don't care about torpedoes and the sonar doesn't really do that much, because I really don't think it does that much, you know, we could do that. I did clean up the 2 planters here, as was suggested, and I agreed. One thing I'd like to see, though, it still has this in here, and it's, like, rotten by now, but I don't know what that means for the power. Like, I don't know if that means the rotten one wouldn't do that much, but I think it's because my solar panels never seem to run out. It never, like, goes to this. Now, here's another question for all of you Subnautica veterans. If I put the nuclear reactor rod in this reactor, and much like this one, this has fuel, but it's not using it, so can I safely put the reactor in there, or the rod in there, and have it not drain it because it's not actually being used? If you can, I'm totally going to do that, because I think it would be cool, and I think there's even an animation thing for having it running. So, but yeah, I think that's going to do it for us for this episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about some of those things, and I'm open to suggestions about future development stuff too, as far as like where we want to build, what kind of base stuff we want to do. Because like I said, I've never actually reached this point in the game where I have to go past the initial setup. Oh, and also this thing. If any of you know how to fix the cameras, I'd be curious. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!